Now, it seems to me that this being created all that is, but you seem to be going a step further because you're saying that the integrated complexity of organisms is evidence, perhaps, of this intelligence. So
Yeah.
he didn't just create the universe, but he's also been involved in the creation of life.
Oh, yeah.
So you perhaps go further than a pure deist who might say he created and then walked away. He was involved later in creating life after the creation of the universe.
Well, he created a universe that was going to develop in a certain way. It doesn't mean that he's going to be interested in anything thereafter. What we're postulating him to explain is the creation of the whole shoot as we know it. And I start to get there following Einstein with the basic physical world. But presumably the being in question would have thought of the whole shoot.
Does this being, do you think,
And
I'm
presumably
speculating here.
its end. Presumably it is bound to have an end, isn't it? There'll be energy will be exhausted.
Do you think the fact that this being created for whatever purpose a suitable habitat for humankind, does that indicate at all a sense of caring?
Well, I think if we were involved in a discussion for this book, that would have to be considered. Yes, I think that it's a reasonable thing for someone to argue. That doesn't mean it's the right, but it's certainly right for someone to say that. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And that is, in fact, what theists would want to say in some way, wouldn't it? The whole purpose of this creation was to produce believers.
Yeah. You mentioned Jesus a little while ago. How do you view him? Who was he? How do you view him?
I don't think I have any view of this. You know, I think this is a defining case of a charismatic figure. And if one were engaged in a study of charismatic figures, this one would be, compared with the major figures in other religions,